grade, welcome back from your break. What we're going to do today in math is we will recite numbers forward and backwards from 1 to 99. How we would do this is we will complete a hundreds chart and count on from the number 56 and count back from the number 72. This is important so we can build number sense and see patterns when counting. So what we're going to go ahead and do first is we're going to start at 10 and we're going to count by tens all the way to 100. You ready? Okay, let's start. We're going to start at 10 and go all the way to 100. But remember, we're counting by tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome! Thank y'all for counting with me. Okay, and y'all are showing me that you can count by tens. So let's go ahead and look at these little 10 frames. So we have to see how many counters there are. But we have some completed 10 frames. And when a 10 frame is complete, that means that we have 10 counters. So this is a complete, so we have 10. And then this one is complete, so we have another 10. And let's see how many we have completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 filled 10 frames and then 1 that's not filled. But in order to figure out how many counters we have, we can count by tens. Ready? Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63. How many counters do we have? 63. Awesome job. Thank y'all so much for counting with me. We have 63 counters and we were able to count by tens. We're going to go ahead and look at our hundreds chart. And right here, there are 2 important rules when looking at our hundreds chart. First rule is a column goes up and down. So a column goes up and down, up and down. And when we are going up and down in our hundreds chart, we are counting by tens. So let's go ahead and look at our hundreds chart right here. And let's look at the numbers that are highlighted in yellow. So right here we have 8, 18, 28. And you can see that we're counting by tens as we go up and down. Okay, so when we have a column, we count by tens, and the ones place stays the same. The tens place moves. So the important part is that the ones place stays the same when we are counting up and down in a column. Okay, so let's look at number 18. So 18, if we want 10 more, we're going to go down and we see 28. So we added 10 and we can see that the tens place changed. Now we have 2 tens, but we still have 8 ones. The ones place didn't change. If we want 10 less from 28, we're going to go up and we have 18. So we notice that the tens place, I have 1 10 now, but the ones place stayed the same. So now I have 1 10 and 8 ones. So my ones did not change. I still have 8 ones. So in a column, when you're going up and down, we count by tens and the ones place stays the same. Now let's look at our rows. So these right here, highlighted in blue, these numbers, this shows our row. We go back and forth, left to right. This is our row. And in a row, the tens place stays the same and, the ones place moves. So let's go ahead and look at our numbers. So right here, 21. If we want one more of 21, we're going to go forward 1. And now we have 22. And see how our tens place didn't move? We still have 2 tens, but now we have 2 ones. Our ones place moved. Let's do one more of 22. So we're going to go forward, and now we have 23. So 23, notice we still have 2 tens. Our tens place did not move. So it's important to know that our row, we go left and right. We count by ones. And our tens place does not move. Okay, let's review really quickly. Our column, we go up and down. That's correct. We go up and down and we count by tens. And what place stays the same? The tens or the ones? The ones place stays the same. Awesome. And now our row, we go left to right, and we count by ones. And what place stays the same? The tens or the ones? Awesome. The tens place stays the same. You got it. So let's go ahead and look at our example for today of counting forward. So I have this little row right here, and it says count forward starting at 16. Okay, so we're going to count forward, counting at 16. So I know I'm going to be starting at 16, but it's going to be a little bit tricky because we're not used to counting and starting at 16. So if you need to, you can go ahead and get your hundreds chart right here. And what we can do is we can look for the number 16. So right here in the number 16, we just need to count forward. So we have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And I'm just going to stop there. So now that I practice counting, starting at 16 on my hundreds chart, I can go ahead and fill in my boxes. Okay, so I have 16, and then we said 17, and then 18, then 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So I have 23. So I started at 16 and I counted forward all the way to my last box, which is 23. And you could always check with your hundreds chart and make sure that you counted correctly. So I can see that I have 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 21, 22, and then 23. So I double checked with my hundreds chart to make sure I counted forward correctly. Now let's go ahead and look at this other bottom piece right here. And it says start at 39 and count backwards. Oh my goodness. Counting backwards is a little tricky, but it's okay. We have our hundreds chart just to help us out a little bit. So you could always go ahead and look for the number 39 in your hundreds chart. So right here we have 39. And we can practice counting backwards in our hundreds chart first. So we have 39, and then 38, and we have 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, and 30. It's a little tricky counting backwards because we're not used to counting backwards. But it's okay because we have our hundreds chart to help us out and to double check our answers. So we have 39. And what comes before 9? 8. So we have 38. What comes before 38? What comes before 8? 7. So we have 37. And then what comes before 7? 6. So 37 and then 36. We'll keep going backwards. 35, 34, 33, and 32. So I have a number in each box and I counted backwards. And I'm going to go ahead and double check with my hundreds chart to make sure I did it correctly. 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32. Awesome. So remember, we start at our number and we're going to count backwards. We're going to the left. Okay, when we count forward, we go to the right. We go forward and back. Okay, awesome. So now we counted forward and we counted backwards. So let's go ahead and look at your activity for today. First activity that you're going to do is you are going to complete this hundreds chart. So notice that you have some numbers, but some numbers are missing. So what you have to do is you have to see what numbers are missing. And I'm going to go ahead and help you with one row. So let's go ahead and look at this row where it has tens. So right here, I have some numbers missing in these 3 spaces. But it's okay because I can count forward and see which numbers are missing. I'm going to count from 10. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13. 13's missing. So I'm going to put 13. And I'm going to make it a little bigger so you all can see it. 13. Okay, 13. Oops, there we go. And then now after 13 is 14. So I'm going to put 14. And I'm going to make it bigger so y'all can see. Now I have 14. So I'm going to count again from 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is missing. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in 18. Make that big so y'all can see it. Oops. Okay, 18. And then 19 comes right after 18. So this row is nice and complete. So y'all have to complete. So you have to complete the squares that are missing numbers, the blank squares. You have to go ahead and fill in the numbers that are missing. Your next assignment is this independent practice right here at the bottom, the one that has the green letters and that is highlighted in green. So you're going to do the same thing that we practiced today. You're going to start at 56 and you're going to count all the way to 63. So you're going to count forward, you're going to count on. And then for your second part, you're going to start at 72, right here, 72, and count back. So you're going to count backwards. So once you've done with both of these assignments, this count back and count forward, and filling in your hundreds chart, all of it, you can go ahead and turn it into your teacher in Google Classroom. I'll see y'all next time in math. Bye.